I'm Brad Simpson from Simpson Limited Collector Firearms, and I would like to talk a little bit about post-war Mauser Lugers. Now, at this time we happen to have one of the best collections and the best variety of post-war Mausers, so I'd like to talk a little bit about them. The Baby, one of the rarest Lugers. Original examples are high five figures, even six figures for a really nice one. They made a few of these post-war. They can easily be authenticated. They're in mint condition, extremely rare, made to the same specifications, and you know, somewhat affordable by comparison. And one of the rarest handguns of all time. If you saw the movie Wall Street, Gordon Gekko gets in his gun case and says, "This is the rarest pistol ever made, the .45 caliber Luger." Well, the original that was available on the open market sold for $1 million in the 90s. And this is one made by Mauser. It's a factory gun. It's .45 caliber. And no question as to its authenticity. It can be certified, and it's in mint condition. Serial number 1. Also, there were cutaways made, which original cutaways from the war or before the war are extremely rare, suspect to fakery. They made a few post-war. You can see everything inside, obviously. Mint condition, easy to authenticate, and much less expensive than an example that you would pay a lot of money for and question whether it was real or not. If you like to shoot, post-war, they made the sport model, which, as you can see, has a heavy barrel. They were available in 9mm and .30 caliber. Target sights for shooting, probably the most accurate Luger that was ever manufactured. Also, if you like fancy, in the 70s, Mauser for the EVA shows produced engraved and special finishes and special grips, which you don't see in the wartime and pre-war guns. And if you do, they're very rare, very expensive, and you're also suspect to fakery. So as you can see, there's a wide variety of Lugers to collect. Unlike other commemoratives that may have been made 100 years later in other countries by other manufacturers, these are guns that were made in the same century by Mauser, who made original Lugers in World War II. As you can see, there's many different varieties of guns to collect, different calibers, different configurations, different models, different contract stamps on the chamber. There's also different cases, different boxes, etc. And they tend to be in new condition. They are easy to authenticate. And unlike other commemorative guns, they were made by Mauser just a couple decades after they stopped wartime production in World War II. Unlike some of the other commemoratives that are made in different countries 100 years after, these were made in the same century. And also, the price is very appealing. You can build a collection with different varieties for much less money than what it costs to collect the wartime and pre-war guns. And there's no fakery, there's no, these guns were sold new and tend to have stayed new by the collectors that had them. So if you have any more questions about these, let us know. We're going to be doing more in-depth videos about post-war Lugers, and hopefully we'll answer your questions in the future. Thank you.